All right, let's talk a little bit about the Infinity Machine. The little black sphere that the developers were referring to as slightly creepy is actually not very creepy at all. It is more aloof than anything. To describe it, it is a giant black sphere orbiting a local black hole, and it is, in fact, a network AI that is very, very old. And in this particular video, we're going to take a look at what it does, what kind of events are attached to it, and, of course, the bonuses that it gives you. When you first enter the system that has the Infinity Machine in it, you will be greeted with the following event. The Infinity Equation event chain will start, and you can go into your event log to see it. However, at this moment in time, it will do absolutely nothing. No signals from it. It will not respond to anything. This puts us further down the rabbit hole on what it does. So your first option is to go to the local curator's enclave. Now, they will not be able to tell you much more that the sphere is in fact ancient, and they do not know what it is. Apparently several species before you have tried, and nobody has actually managed to get anywhere with the device. However, they are more than willing to sell you a modifier which will cost you 5,000 credits, which will let you do 25% more damage to the Infinity Machine itself, which puts us on the first fork in the chain. Should you destroy it, or shall we wait for it to contact us? Let's go and take a look at the first side and try to attack it and see what happens. Be sure to put a leader in there because it's going to be important, and let's go and get ready. Let's attack this thing, right? You will get a pop-up with a confirmation saying, would you like to attack this here target? As soon as your guns start firing, the machine will start opening up and we'll go all guns blazing. Now, it's going to take a little bit of a large fleet to take this bad boy down, so do make sure that you bring enough firepower to the table. Once you are done destroying it, it will send a signal out into the void. However, you will also get something out of it. Yes, you will get either some minerals and prestige from it, or you can get a technology boost to your AI. And that pretty much ends the chain when it comes to attacking it. Let's go and actually take a look at the far more interesting chain, and let's wait for it to contact us. So after a while, we find ourselves being contacted. A signal will be picked up from the Infinity Machine. The event is called the Constant Calculator. A rhythmic pulse of radio waves will be pointed towards the black hole that it orbits. What it is doing is beyond any of our staff, but it means that you have a means to exploit the actual event. What you need to do here is click on Fascinating, and the special project Researching the Orb will commence. The problem with this is you will need a scientist and has a skill of 3 or higher to get this one done. So once a project is finished, there's 2 things that can happen. Either the hack failed and the orb wants you to leave it alone, or more importantly for this particular chain, it is successful and you can contact the things on the inside. Now you can ask them some questions, you can ask them what is done, what they're here for, where they came from, etc. But more importantly, you can help them out with their goals, which is equating a number, basically. So once that is done, you will go into your event log and you will find yourself with another special project. However, for this one, you will need a scientist of level 5 in order to get it done. And on top of that, you need 1,800 days in order to solve this problem. Yes, that's right, 1,800 days. And let's hope that your scientist doesn't die in that period. At the end of this special project, you will find yourself again with several options. First of all, you can fail, and the Infinity Machine will thank you for your help, but will stay there. Basically, it will give you either AI research or 0-point technology. However, if you have both of them already, it will give you a bonus towards your research, which is a huge deal. However, at this point in the game, if you do have 0-point technologies, then the plus 5% bonus in every single category is not going to be all that useful. However, there's also a chance that you succeed in helping it, and it will say goodbye forever to you. thus jumping itself into the black hole, giving the black hole a modifier of +4 in every category. There is also the chance, and this is very rare, that the Infinity Machine, when it throws itself into the black hole, turns the black hole into something a lot smaller, a new universe, so to speak, and the black hole will implode and turn into something new called Pentagruel. Pentagruel is a rather fascinating little object, as it has a lot of really cool aspects to it. It gives you +10 bonuses in every single category of research, and on top of that, if you build yourself a science station on top of it, it will give you the Mirror of Knowledge modifier. And this is a huge, huge deal because it gives you +10% in every single science category there is. Absolutely huge very early in the game. And that will wrap up the Infinity Machine storyline. I hope you enjoyed this, and be sure to check out some of the other mechanics videos that I've got coming up. Until next time, take good care of yourselves and each other.